Hello and welcome to this week's guided reading with me, Becca Handley, for the 29th of January, and it's Feb, 29th of January through to the 4th of Feb. So yes, it is a week that straddles 2 months. What a cheeky thing it is this week. 2 months straddling. We've moved into Aquarius season, which I mentioned in my last video. So we're in the zodiac sun sign of Aquarius. So it's a quirky sign. Very strong for actual Aquarians. So if you're feeling particularly outside the box and doing things in your own unique way, then that is very, very typical for Aquarius season Aquarians. Nothing huge happening here on this week, but we do soon have, February is going to just be an interesting month. It's kind of a refreshing change. So if you found January quite heavy or it felt like stuff was coming up to be looked at, to be healed, these first few weeks of the year, as I mentioned last video, we're kind of rolling on from the last few months of 2023. So I don't know, that new moon, was it a full moon? Yeah, the full moon rather was intense for many folk I know. But yeah, helping us to sort of clear out before we move into the new energy of February. So yeah, I don't think there's too much to say on things that are massively happening there in the planet, but it's going to be an interesting month. I'm going to be using my Healing with the Angel cards, my trusty pack. Seen many a shuffle. And let's see what we have for the week coming. So I'm going to spread the cards out. Let's see what we have at the start of the week. The support card. So that's a lovely card of, yeah, a message of support. So the card shows sort of all these spirit guides. We've got an angel, what looks like a native American, someone from the First Nation, I should say. Yeah, some cosmic beings. So this idea that we are always protected and guided on our path. And if you're going through something particularly challenging right now, please do ask for support, not only just from the universe and your guides, but be willing to reach out and get support from those around you, whether it's professional help or good friends. Yeah, make sure that you're supporting your body. So it could be that you need to get into some natural setting or lie down on the floor. Just let your nervous system have a moment of reset. Do some, restorative yoga, find a bolster. Get on that bolster. So it's really about supporting yourself, being mindful of how you feel as we're still in these wintry months here in the Northern Hemisphere. Summer, obviously down there in the sun, in the Southern Hemisphere, it's a bit warmer, but we're all going through changes. The world's going through changes. How can you support yourself at the start of the week? Let's see what we have in the middle of the week. Enchantment. That's a nice card. So this is also a similar card saying, trust that you are looked after and that there are wonderful energies around you, looking after you. And it's also a message of where can you find some joy in the middle of the week? Wednesday, Thursday, where can you open your heart and your mind to some joy and some fun? Do something for your inner child. Maybe check in with your inner child. Make sure that inner child is feeling okay. We all have a little child within that sometimes gets a bit freaked out by what's happening on the outside. So maybe it's about finding a meditation. There's some good ones on YouTube to really heal your inner child. It might be about getting some therapeutic support from a counsellor or a bodywork practitioner to make sure that those parts of yourself inside are feeling soothed, are feeling okay. Because when we have that unsettled sort of inner child, it can have all sorts of knock-on effects to our health, to our moods, to our energy levels. So listen to your inner child around the middle of the week and make sure that that little child might just need a rest. It might need an afternoon nap. It might need something jolly on the telly box. It might need a little skip in the woods. What does your inner child need in the middle of the week? Listen in. Okay, let's see what we have for the last card coming out. The weekend, Friday going into the weekend. Balance. Such an important one through these Northern Hemisphere wintry months where I'm doing the reading today, there's beautiful sunshine out there, so days are getting lighter, they are, but it's a time that our ancestors would have really hunkered down in a way that we do not in these days. We still rock on out there, January sales, people trying to get a bargain, work's busy again, it all kicks off after Christmas, but it's not really looking after our our systems and our well-being to live in a society like that. So what can we do to kind of reverse that crazy schedule and crazy expectation of go, 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 go? Where can we find rest? Where can we find balance? What is out of balance in your life at the moment? That's a good question to ponder on over the weekend. Do you need to stay in more and get some early nights? Do you need to actually maybe be a bit more sociable and see some friends and have a laugh? Do you need balance in your diet? Are you drinking enough water? Is your mind in balance? Do you need to maybe do some meditation or mindfulness? How's your body feeling? Does that also need a little bit of something like yoga or another sort of, does it need a good run out? So over the weekend, just be mindful of your balance. We don't want to burn out in these wintry months. Look after your kidneys. Kidneys are the organ, kidneys and the bladder. In Chinese medicine are the organs in winter that can get out of balance. So lots of things you can do to support that, from acupressure points, having a look on internet for acupressure points for kidneys. There's one on just inside the ankle, actually, the lower ankle, just above the heel, the ankle bone, that if you might find it, I mean, when I touch my little ankle point, it's quite tender, which means that, you know, my kidneys maybe need a little bit of nourishment. So kidneys are a really important one that will affect our energy and our mood. So look after your energy over the weekend. Take care of yourself. And thank you very much for joining. See you next week. Bye bye.